and touch the sky. A star's light shines on long after it dies. Oh, in the night, I live every day as if it's your last. Our memories been bright like beacons of the past. Oh, in the night, now we race against the sun. Now we race against the now we race against the sun. Now we race against the race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Ooh.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. How are we doing? We're doing good. Lovely to see lots of familiar faces in the chat. We got Mojo, we got Nick, we got Joshua, we've got Silver Nexus, who was asking about where I got this hoodie from. Same as Nick, we got it from End Dreams for their game Synapse. I was lucky enough to get one when I was invited to their studio about a month before launch. But Nick, he actually earned his. He took part in a speedrun competition that they did, which I will take credit for. It was inspired by my live stream, and he won it. And he did it in a very clever way because there was a lot of competition on it. It was how quickly you could complete a certain part of the game in virtual reality, and it was very, very competitive. And what Nick did, and I hope you don't mind me giving away your strategy, Nick, for when they do it again, but Nick actually beat... I think when I did it as a bit of a joke, I did it in about 32 minutes, and I thought anyone that does it under 30 minutes, you know, you're in speedrun territory, and people were doing it in 20, and Nick managed to do it in 18 minutes, and so he waited until there was only 17 minutes of the competition left. Actually, or maybe you were a bit nice. I think you did maybe 20 minutes left. So there was technically very little chance of someone having the time to fire up their console, get inside the game, and have, you know, their best speedrun yet, all in that. So, congrats to you, Nick. Hey, Joshua. Hello, Money Team Dream, Amnesia Pete. And for those that are game cats, just to let you know, I am actually going to be taking Wes's Westness Day slot in a couple of hours' time, just because I'm going to be flying back to the UK on Friday. Incredibly sad about that, and obviously I'm going to be talking a lot about my trip and why I am not in my usual studio. And also I've been dosing up on all sorts of medication because I've not been feeling great lately, and I appreciate all the suggestions. Amal, who I'm with, actually gave me this. It's called like Windex. She says if I just drink a couple of shots of that, it should clear me out. So I'm waiting for that to improve. Siago, hello, how you doing? Your time was 17 minutes 13, and you submitted it with 17 minutes left. Okay, so you definitely played it cautious. That's good. Aiken says, my hands hurt. I accidentally punched the table while playing Creed. I still can't beat Chapter 4 on Champion Mode in Rise to Glory. That's the boxing game based on the movies. Fortunately, to get the Platinum Trophy in that, you don't need to complete it on Championship Edition, which you used to have to do on the first game. And I was worried about having to do that this time around because unlike a lot of, computer games, when you get to round 11 and you mess up, hey Amal.
Hi.
Amal might come over and say hey later. Hi, you might want to come say hello to people now. Come over. This is Amal.
Hello.
She's kidnapped me, and I've given out my location, so if I don't come back to the UK, you'll know where to dig for me. No, Amal and I have known each other, although we keep trying to guess how we know each other. We just connected on social media about 10 years ago, and we've chatted throughout. Amal does some really great YouTube content, ASMR. What does ASMR stand for? Audible?
Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
Yeah.
That is fucking cool. And I got it wrong from the first letter with auditory. Everyone says hi, Amal. Amal's been the most amazing host. I haven't really taken a proper vacation. My parents are going to hate me saying this. I went on a nice vacation with them to Cornwall several weeks ago, but by day 4, I was starting to switch off. And then the weather wasn't that great towards the end, and then it was like a 4-hour journey home. This has definitely been the right amount, and I forgot how happy I feel being in America. Just the people, just all the subtle differences, which again we'll talk about on the show today. And this show will be, ending right on the dot on the hour, just because I do feel complete shit, and I'm surprised that I'm feeling as energetic as I am. But I had some good naps. And as I said, Amal's been giving me plenty of tender, loving care with medication and all sorts. And we're going to be ordering some DoorDash, which I've been getting into the zone with, because in the UK, we don't have DoorDash. We have Uber Eats, we have Deliveroo, and Just Eats. I think Just Eats and Deliveroo are the two that are probably UK-centric. I'm sporting that 1,000 watt smile. Thank you very much, Kira. Not going to lie. A lot of people, I've had messages from people from all walks of life on my socials, because for those that follow me on Instagram and Facebook, where it's mirrored, I've been posting a lot about the week, and people have commented quite often that they've never seen me look so happy. And the truth is, I'm just incredibly happy to be here. We're having a great time together, and Alabama's been awesome. We had all sorts of random stuff, from bowling. We went to the Botanical Gardens yesterday for a nice walk, although in September, towards the end of September, you've been quite optimistic because they have all these fruit gardens and wildflowers, and they are obviously very nice, but they all look the same at this time of year. But there was, and actually, chat, you'll be able to help me with this, there were some berries that we found everywhere that weren't labelled, and I'm just going to show them on screen. And by the way, I didn't eat these. That's not why I'm feeling trash now. But these berries, did I send it over? Here we go. Excuse me, tickle in my throat. Here we go. These berries. Can someone tell me? A Mojo from the UK says, DoorDash sounds sus. Ordered from them once so far and had a tropical smoothie, which I'll show you pictures of. Actually, there was a lot of voting on my Instagram, and it was very, very good. Lupa says Just Eat is all over Europe under different names but same logo. So that's something I find really fascinating about the US. There are a lot of similar brands where it's the same logo and brand guidelines, but it's actually different text. So classic example, crisps, or as Americans call it, chips. You have Lay's. And we have Walkers. It looks the same in the branding. It's just that ours are Walkers. I assume Lay's bought the company and changed it accordingly. Also, you have the chocolate. I think it's called Dove, D-O-V-E. We have that, but it's called Galaxy where we are. Again, same logo, just different words or letters. And then finally, like when it comes to like aerosol cans, we have Lynx, and in the States it's called Axe, AXE. Again, same branding, just different words. Yeah, Mojo, Dove is in the soap. Yeah, you don't want to eat Dove in the UK. You'll get a clean mouth, but it won't taste great. Right. Can anyone tell me what these are? Is everyone looking it up now? I'm excited to see. Sort of magenta purpley. Yeah, it is. Cool. Well, you've got until the end of the live stream to find out what they are for me, because as for those that aren't familiar with the show, and I guess I should get into housekeeping already, since I've stalled by about 8 minutes. But we normally have a puzzle running on in the background where you assemble the thumbnail of the video. But because I'm not at home, I haven't got my full setup, and so this is a very stripped back version. But it's also because, for those that don't know, every last Wednesday of the month of Myles Dyer Live is a free-for-all Q&A. There's no script, there's no agenda, although there kind of is today, just because of the location that I'm in. But it's just free-for-all. So if you do have a question for me or for Amal, I'll throw it her way around the corner. Just put a Q at the beginning of your question, because then I can save it in the chat, and if I don't answer it straight away, I can get to it later. But it's also because sometimes you just want to ponder questions that you don't want brought up on screen in front of everyone else. So yeah, guess the berry is today's beauty berries. Have you just made that up, Vocalsoft? Beauty berries. I mean, I'm just going to Google it. Snozberry. Are we going to start getting some really weird jokes? Beauty berry bush. The Boudineers beauty berry. Right, I'm looking this up now. I'm not going to be able to do screen share right now, but let's have a look at this. Beauty berry. Oh, that does look like it. Okay, the American beauty berry. All right. And is it safe to eat? That's the important question. Are beauty berry... They're called beauty berry berries. Jesus Christ. Are beauty berry berries edible? Beauty berry serves as a crucial food source for many world species. It's going to say, but not humans, particularly birds and deer. The berries are also edible to humans. Okay, although should be consumed in small amounts. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to just start grazing it like popcorn. Raw berries are edible, but generally are used to make jellies and wines. So there we go. Beauty berries. So might have to pop there because it's free entry. So I might pop there and have a snack later. Thank you for that. Well done, Kira and co. Hey, Beard of Power 666, good to have you here. I had some people asking on Instagram if Amal is a gamer. She certainly is a gamer. Completely kicks my ass when it comes to arcade games. Although one Mario Kart race where she kind of let me edge it in. But she does have a PS5 behind me, and we haven't touched it yet. Probably not. And that's cool because we had lots of other stuff to do. And we can play PS5 when I'm back home. What's the temperature? Guess warmish because the ceiling fan. Yeah, it is pretty... Actually, it's slightly cooler today, so it's 28 degrees centigrade, which I always have to translate it. Centigrade, which in Fahrenheit is 82, so 82.4 degrees Fahrenheit right now. The reason I'm wearing a hoodie is just because I've not been feeling great. Wow, some interesting questions coming in. Actually, I like that question from Amal. Amal, what's your favourite cereal? Are you actually going to come and answer this? Favourite cereal?
My favorite cereal is, oh jeez, I like the Reese's Puff cereal.
Oh my God.
Or Apple Jacks.
What are Apple Jacks, actually? That's quite popular. These are, we don't have any of these in the UK.
Apple flavored cereal.
But what is it? Is it like wheat with apple flavour, or are they apple pieces?
They're like little O's.
O's.
They look like a Cheerio,
Okay.
but colored. Like
Right.
they're like peach colored and green colored.
Okay.
Or honeycomb. Honeycomb is
Okay. Yeah, there's so much cereal. Amal's just going to keep popping back in. Bless her. There's so much cereal in the US. I mean, that was a pretty definitive answer. Because we do have stores. Oh God, I'm going to be jumping around all this sort of stuff. Do you know what? Before I do that, let me just do the housekeeping because I haven't done it yet. I mean, most people here know why they're here, but for those who don't, hello everyone, I'm Myles Dyer, and this is Myles Dyer Live, where every Wednesday at this time, wherever you are in the world, it's 9:12 back at home, but here it's 3:12 in the afternoon. And this is a show where we hang out, And we talk about all sorts of topics, sometimes from the fun, could be quizzes, which I've actually got a bit of one today, could be about pop culture, gaming, movies, you name it. And other times, we take it a bit more serious. It might be talking about mental health and well-being, life hacks, world events, all sorts. And the show is good not because of me, it's because of all the wonderful people in the chat who are always so welcoming. And whenever I have people come on, they always say just the positive atmosphere of this. And if you want more of that positive atmosphere beyond the live show, then join our Discord, which is called Empathy Arcade. The link for that is in the description of this video, as well as links to the Myles Dyer live playlist on Spotify. All the music I played from Monster Cat can all be found in that playlist. I hope Amal is ready for you to be streaming all afternoon. We did have a conversation about this. I'm going to be doing an extra short, although when we say that, it's, hey, Elliot, what you doing? Elliot, what's in this green turquoise bag? Amal? Here's, yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, there's nothing in
Oh, there's
it.
nothing.
It's just the freezer bag.
Say hello. Elliot. Hey. Game cats will love Elliot. Elliot's definitely been keeping me on my feet well here. That's for sure. Cute kitty, absolutely. It's so funny. Elliot's a massive fan of my wrists and ankles, turns out, which is nice. Thank you very much, Mojo. Very, very kind. As I always say, inspiration and positivity is always bi-directional. When you guys say that I'm doing a good job, it makes me want to do it more, and it free flows the other way as well. So greatly appreciate it. 6 hours behind, you're quite far west. Yeah, it was a bit of a confusing time zone because I'm just used for dealing with Eastern. We're not on Central, are we, Amal?
Yeah.
Oh, it is Central. Okay, so we're Central, and then obviously Pacific time. And obviously when I do these shows, I list Pacific and Eastern time. Maybe I'll start including Central. Although there is CET, which is actually Central European time, which is 1 hour ahead of UK time when it's not summer savings. I mean, Jesus Christ, all the different times. Fruit Loops. You like Fruit Loops? Yeah, Fruit Loops are pretty popular over here. I'm thinking like, Count Chocula. There's Lucky Charms. I assume they have Rice Krispie Square cereal. I had that when I visited my cousin in Canada, and it was before Rice Krispie Squares was even a thing in the UK, and it blew my mind. Didn't know it was marshmallow though, so I definitely destroyed my insides with that. You're curious what Myles has thought about the southern coastal heat. I've been fine with it. I mean, it's a bit humid, but I mean, yesterday we were at the Botanical Gardens, and some stuff was in direct sunlight, some of it was in the shade, which was great. But everywhere's air conditioned, and being in here. Like if you got air conditioning in the UK, generally speaking, what you've got is one of these portable machines with a pipe out the window, which is what I've got, or you've installed it. It's like against one of the windows, so it goes out the side of the house. So you would have it for room. The thing with these places is I can see all the vents in the ceiling, and obviously you've got the spinning, rotating ceiling fans, which again, you can have them in the UK, but it's one of those examples of like things that are standardized in the US that aren't in the UK. So other examples, well, air conditioning, I've said, rotating fans, but also, although not actually on this place, a lot of places in the States have netting on the windows to stop like bugs getting in. That is not a thing in the UK, and I wish it was, because when it's hot and we want to open the windows out, because obviously that's the only way we cool the home, we get so many moths and daddy long legs. I don't know if daddy long legs are a thing in the States. And yeah, all sorts of bugs and critters. But yeah, it's been really good here. Any comments on Quest 3? So I was actually watching Mike from VR Oasis. Love the guy. Met him when I was at End Dreams. Really good guy. He actually went to a London event to play the new Quest, and Meta have just done their announcement, I think a couple of hours ago, which I missed because I was sleeping. But I definitely will be having a look over the details, although I've seen Mike's video, and I have no doubt that we'll be talking about that on PSVR About Pro later today. Am I going to get one? Probably not. I think they come around £450, like just under $500 if you get the 128 gigabyte version. And for those that don't know, the Quests are VR headsets where the computer is in the headset, so you can actually, there's no cable. You can connect them to a computer for higher fidelity and better quality gaming, but the whole point is you can put that headset on in the middle of the field, and then during the game you can literally walk around everywhere. And I've seen people do it, which is, and they do things like mixed reality as well, which is really, really, really good. How long will I be visiting? So I head back on Friday, so tomorrow's going to be my last full day, which I'm incredibly sad about. And I'm going to be leaving like Friday evening. I'll get back Saturday morning. As every day goes by, I try not to think about it more and more, because it's just been the most fucking amazing time. I love it here. I wish I had stayed longer, but I don't have enough time in my work diary. Fortunately, I will do work remotely, so I could come out here and visit and work, but with the 6-hour difference, if I pushed it for a 10 a.m. start, it means I'd have to work 4 a.m. till midday every day, and I don't know how that would really work. I'd be sleeping throughout most of the day, and yeah, I think it would be lame, but yeah. At the moment, it's all about, you know me, it's about living in the moment, being grateful for what you have now, and I am grateful beyond words, to be fair. Is there a way to get pretty... Oh, dude, asking Creed questions. I have no idea. About that. I don't know the price really. It's probably more expensive, but not by much. Oh yeah, to get is it the 516 gigabyte, or is it 200? It's about £600, $650, I think. Hey, Time to Play. Good to have you here. And by the way, people, if you haven't already, I don't ask for much, but do hit that like button. It helps us out with the algorithm. Lets people know that we're here, hanging out. But yeah, right. Let me just talk a bit about some of the stuff that I've been doing here. I've got some nice random photos here. First things first, though, we were talking about like American cereal in the UK. So something I did when I was visiting my friend Brent in Texas, I think about 13 years ago, I was talking about the British drink, although I'm not going to say that the Brits own it, but it's popular, especially among students. It's called Snake Bite and Black, which is half a pint of lager beer and half a pint of apple cider. You use Strongbow normally, and then Foster's for the beer. And then when you pour one in, normally when you pour a glass, you pour it at an angle, right, to stop it creating foam. You actually pour it directly in because you want the foam to build up. And then once you've got half of it in beer, you do it with cider. And the mix of the two substances actually means the foam it just has a different texture to it. And then once you filled it up, you still have a bit of head on the top. And then you put what we use, which is like blackcurrant, which is not a thing they have in the US. And when I was in Texas, I was using Nesquik strawberry syrup, which, to be honest, it's kind of what Americans are going to like because it's incredibly sweet. But when we were searching a store, and I can't remember what store it was that we went to. What was the name of the store, Amal, that we got the food? The snake bite. It's called beginning with P?
We went to
Publix. Okay, so Publix that we don't have. And we also went to Walmart. We don't have Walmart in the UK, but we do have Asda, ASDA, which is owned by the Walton family. I don't know how directly related it is, but they do have over here Lidl. No, they don't. They have Aldi. They don't have Lidl.
Some states.
Say again? Some states have Lidl, do they? Okay. And I think some states do have Tesco, which is a very British sounding name. Tesco. Dear Tesco. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hold two things up to the camera here. This is the sort of stuff that blows my mind in America when it comes to portion sizes. So, actually, I'll leave this here and I'm just going to go and grab it. Firstly, I love red wine. I don't drink it as much as I used to because I now get really sleepy with it. And I have the worst hangovers because it basically puts me into a deep coma. And when I smile for photos, I look like a vampire with red teeth. But Yellowtail, which is an Australian Shiraz red wine, absolutely love it. It's a good like mid-tier wine, I would say, and you can tell that my sort of time working in the wine section in the supermarket is starting to come out. But the bottles they do, barrels, I mean, it's Sorry, this is huge. This is 1.5 litres. It probably doesn't. I feel like I need to compare it about stuff. This is absolutely huge. Does it say how many glasses? It'll give you no. I don't know, but yeah, haven't had it yet. But it's amazing. But when we were looking for the cider, Amal recommended this one, which worked really, really well. Which was, I didn't even look at the name until now. Angry Orchard. That's a cool brand. Crisp Apple hard cider. So we used that, and then we used. When we were looking for like an alternative for blackcurrant in the British section, they actually had Ribena blackcurrant juice, so we were able to use this, which I was very happy about. But actually, the other thing I'll show you is the cans of beer. These are like, they do it in ounces over here. I mean, you can't get alcohol this size. I think at that size you get it as the big glass bottles, but again, it's probably really hard to show you. But I mean, the bottle's going to be more that. This is gigantic. It's gigantic. But really, really good. It's good we have better, Joshua says. Jesus, that's big. Yeah, that's one of the most common things you'll say in the States. Got a Whataburger drink over there, and I think I got the regular. I mean, this is a regular. I asked for a regular smoothie, and it comes in something like that. It's just, yeah, it's pretty fierce. That's an offensive amount of Fosters. Myles, stop buying terrible alcohol that comes in giant portions. Well, I just stick to what I know. That is what was used when I was little for snakebite, and it was all right on the first night, and then I perfected it a bit more. My third serving that I gave Amal, she highly recommended. So I got the Amal seal of approval, which is all that matters. Speaking as someone who finds any amount of Foster's offensive, to be fair, yeah, it's not my go-to. Did I miss vitamin G this week? Got a bumper one. Normally on the show we do two other sections. We do Dyer Discoveries, where I talk about something I've discovered this week, which to be fair is going to be this entire episode because I'm going to be talking about my time here in Alabama. But also I do Vitamin G, which is all about vitamin gratitude. I don't actually have the graphics to bring up on screen for that, of me with the face of me as like an anime character. Oh no, is it Chiobi? Is that the word? Paul says Angry Orchard Green Apple is better than Crisp. Okay, noted. I don't know if we had the choice, but if we did, I blame Amal. She's not here to defend herself. Chaos. Anything that comes in a box is going to be trouble. Body blue raised arms. Chibi. It is Chibi. Guinness. Yeah, Guinness. I think I've had once, but if I'm going to have it, I'm going to have it in Ireland. Wish my miss would say that. Jesus Christ. So this transformed into a wine tasting channel. I've not tasted any wine yet, but we talked a bit about alcohol. But yeah, all right, we'll do a bit of vitamin G. If anyone does, and the way this works is, I'm a big proponent of self-compassion. I had Professor Paul Gilbert on my show many years ago, who is a founder of the Compassionate Mind Foundation. Completely changed my life, especially because I was introduced to him by my therapist at the time, who basically practiced compassion-focused therapy, which is it's the human touch. But a big part of compassion is taking those moments to have gratitude, because life isn't always easy. It can be very difficult. Sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes things don't go the way we want, and sometimes they go really well. And no matter what's going on, just taking a moment out of your day every day is not just good for whoever you're expressing it to, should you wish to do that, and that's what the opportunity here in the chat to do is. But it's also good for your mental health. And I always say, you don't have to share it in the chat. If it's personal, you can keep it to yourself. But also we do have a Vitamin G channel on our Discord server for people that wish to share their stories with others. Examples can be, you might have been given good customer service by, a sole trader or, a small business owner. Often we always feel they probably know they've done a good job, or that's what they're paid to do. But just taking a moment out of your day to speak about how you appreciate someone for what they've done, it can be life changing. They could be having a really bad day, and it's why I always do my best whenever I'm out and about to treat people for the humanity that they have, and be positive. And it's actually going to be a topic for a future show all about karma, because I do believe in karma, but not in the spiritual sense. And the metaphor I use is a car park, which obviously I'm not going to go into now, because then that would negate the need for doing it on a future show. Paul says, stopped in to say, hi Myles, that is my vitamin G. Finally getting a moment to catch the live stream in forever. Good to see you and all the familiar and new names in chat. Well, thank you, Paul, and you've always been an incredibly kind supporter here, so thank you for that. Kira says, my mum is feeling a lot better and will be released from palliative care next week. Not bedridden, but able to walk slowly and having good quality of life. So much love to you and your mum and the family, Kira, and that's really, really good to hear. We're not going to be able to get Myles to say Dick Insider. Oh, Jesus Christ, on his stream today. You got me there. So much. Is that an actual brand? So much gratitude goes out to all the people, Cali Time Cat says, who helped me, including my union rep, one colleague in my team who asked if I was okay, even though she doesn't know the full story. And that's the thing. Expressing gratitude and being kind to people is not about presenting solutions. It's just being a listening ear. It's just acknowledging people. That's one of the key foundations of the human condition, is we want to exist. And for that to take place, we want to be acknowledged for who we are. And we do that by sharing our experiences with others, like we're doing right now, spending time with people, and communicating. Language is the lifeblood of everything we do. Mojo says, my vitamin G is for days off work, as I was shattered after the week and needed some serious downtime. I'm happy for days off to do hee-haw and chill. That's really, really good. Sorry if I've missed any others. There's a lot that have come through, but as I said, please do. Oh, I've got to read this one. Dominic Maguire says, I'm grateful for your reminder of float tanks. Had a session today and feel in the zone, or feel zoned out in a good way. I haven't done one in a good couple of weeks. I wanted to do one before I came out here, but didn't get a chance. But I will definitely be doing it when I get home. Flotation tanks changed my life, and I'm glad it's done good for you as well. Right. My vitamin G. It goes without saying, I'm incredibly grateful for Amal, because she's been the most amazing host, and I never knew it was possible to feel this happy in the company of someone else. Like, she's just amazing, and I'll be sending her the invoice for this comment after it, because that's why I'm bigging it up. She's been dealing with a lot of my dry British humour, but no, really, she's incredible, and I'm just so happy to be here. Chaos says, Lovell, have to jet, thanks for the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Going to some more photos now. I'm just looking through this list. Oh, well, look, here were the snake bites and black that I made. And the Harry Potter glass is not mine, it's Amal's, and to her absolute despair, discovered that I've never seen the Harry Potter movies, and she wants to change that. So we'll probably watch some tonight. But as a return for the favour, if and when she comes to the UK, I will be definitely taking her to Harry Potter World, which, even though it's called in London, it's actually in Watford, which is on the outskirts. I've been there a few times, and despite having never seen the movie, it just blows my mind, because the craft and the sets and everything is just so impressive. Mojo asks, what's your favourite Americanism, saying or quote? Oh my God, there are so many. That's probably the thing that me and Amal talk about most, is one of us will say something and the other will go, you what? You say what? And then we'll have to explain it. And it's usually all the subtle things, like the hood of the car. It's actually, the bonnet, or the trunk, when we call it the boot. I actually confused someone on my flight over on American Airlines, because I was going up to them with some, I'd call it rubbish, but they call it trash. I said, have you got a bin? And obviously you hear the whirring of the engines and that, so you're trying to talk over loudness. And everyone's going, what? Uh-oh, I'm not going to live this down. There's on my channel Anna Brisbane, who does the really big voice challenges. She does all the voice impressions of computer game characters, Disney characters, Pokemon. She visited me about 10 years ago, and I took her to Harry Potter World, and we did a video where I had to talk about my understanding of it, and it was embarrassing. Is from bonnet to boot a saying? No, it's not. We could make it one. Two Town Cider House, Jess says. The bad apple is delicious. Do you mean delicious? Yeah, you do, but delicious is kind of a cool word. I like that. We'll go with devilicious. What was I going to say? So I was on the flight and I asked if I could put some, can I put this in the bin? Have you got a bin? They didn't know what I was talking about, and they were like, "Oh, you mean the trash?" So yeah, there's a lot of subtle things like that. But in terms of favorite Americanisms, I love stuff like, you know what I'm saying. I like good job, and there's a lot of politeness when you get served in shops and that. They call you, you got it, sir. They'll call you sir a lot, and I like that respect. Even though that when it comes to retail, there's always a question of like, just because they say nice things doesn't mean it carries any gravitas. It doesn't carry any weight of sincerity. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just a sucker for American accents. When Americans are nice to me, I'm like this, like an anime character with hearts for eyes. I've been like that a lot this week. Dialinicious instead of delicious. I don't know about that. I don't know. I mean, people are welcome to use it. I'm not going to use it. In Primark, bin equals storage shelves for extra stock. Very good, Ciago. I mean, if you work for them, I'd be careful. I don't want to get you in trouble, dude. Where's the cat or dog? Elliot has run off because cats are free spirits. I've been a convert. I mean, I've always been fine with pets. I wouldn't particularly own one, and I'm probably more in the camp of dogs. But having been here, Elliot's amazing, and I'm a cat lover now. We got those two questions. All right. If there's any more questions, let me know. It's just been really good, the stuff we've been doing here. So we've been in Birmingham, Alabama. Now, something Amal loves to do is antiquing, which when I was first asked about it, my mind flashed back to, I think, the original Jackass movie, where antiquing, and people think, oh, is this going to be really gross? So, no, it's just a innocent prank where what they do is when their friends are sleeping is they slap their face with a bag of flour. So they look like antiques. They look really dusty. That was my understanding of antiquing. And I was grateful that when Amal invited me for that isn't what she was talking about. We actually went to these antique stores. They're not like pawn shops, but they're these big spaces like warehouses, and they have different booths that you can, I guess, rent out, and you can set them up, and then people can go between them, and you can get a classic Jackass, yeah, absolutely, or Jackass as we call it, Jackass. It was really great. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to get anything that Amal wanted, but I did get to see a lot of creepy shit, a lot of stuff you may have seen on my Instagram, stuff like this. That monkey has definitely seen better days. He looks genuinely beaten. So there was that. And actually, I was like, I took that photo and then I stopped taking photos. And on hindsight, I wish I'd taken more because there was stuff like this. Look at this. Absolutely horrific. It's the kind of thing from Nightmares or in Toy Story. You know the baby head on the spider in the original Toy Story? That creeped me out as a kid. Kind of looks like Chucky. What else we got here? Stuff like this. The only saving thing about this photo is you can see Amal in the background. So we got that. And then I was really happy that Amal knew who Thomas the Tank Engine was. Thomas the Tank. And James. I think James... Oh, no, it wasn't the green... No, James was red. Gordon was the green one, right? Gordon was the green tank engine. When I was a kid, I actually went to a train station where they had like actual Thomas the Tank Engine, like full size with eyes moving and stuff. And the Fat Controller was there, which they probably wouldn't allow to be said on TV anymore. I don't know, but it was a good time. Happy memories. And then I think this one is the winner. It really is. This is a cigarette holder. This is horrific. For me, it's like someone was making something and it didn't go the way they wanted, and they were like, well, we've got to get rid of this. Okay, yeah, it's a cigarette holder. It's a cigarette holder. And It cost $7.50. I think it's definitely not $75. So yeah, the thing of nightmares. So we went to a couple of them. I was always making fun of taking the piss out of Amal because Americans, their car parks are so huge that if you go to one store and then you want to go to another, you don't walk. You drive over to it, and that's what we did. Let's have a look here. What else we got? Oh yeah, I've got this diagram. This was the journey I took when I flew over from London. So on the right, you got London there, and it goes through all the ridges. And that was when I was just flying over Hamilton, going towards Miami, because I flew into Miami first. And it was very stressful, because when I flew into Miami, and I think I do have a video here of a nice view of it. Let's have a look. Do I? Oh, by the way, when I was on the flight, they said, sir, the 3 seats to your right are not taken. You can have them all. And so I had 3 to myself. And despite that, and being comfy, I still wasn't able to sleep, because I'm not able to sleep on flights. Nick says that definitely looks like $75. Yeah, I try not to think about that. Amnesia Pete says that cigarette holder, they pay you $7.50 to take it. I wish. But yeah, I'd buy one of those little trains and play Switchback. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be a cool idea. I like that. You guys are so innovative with your ideas. I love it. Lots of free seating. Fab. Yeah, it was good. I don't think I'm going to be as lucky on the way home, but we'll see. And when I was here on the second day, there was a family event, and I got invited to it. I'm really grateful that Amal took such a gamble, bringing some random guy from England to meet the family, and the family were just amazing. Everyone was super nice. And it was a really, really good time. Everyone's just really, really wonderful. And the food was good. The food's been great everywhere. I've actually not eaten since last night because I've not been feeling great. So I'm definitely looking forward to hopefully having a bit of an appetite after this show. But yeah, here's some photos. Here's me and Amal. She outdoes me every single time. Incredible. What else we got? Oh, and when I was on the flight... They had movies like Cocaine Bear. Excuse me, guys. I've got a bit of a tick on my throat. They had the John Wick movies, which I hadn't seen. I watched half the first John Wick movie, then it was time to land. I won't say what movie this is because I don't want to spoil it, but they said at the beginning of a lot of the movies that this is the uncut version, and so it contains scenes, viewers' discretion may be advised. And I'm like, yeah, okay, it's going to have some gory stuff. You've got to be careful if there are kids around you. Some kids watching... What's Blue? Blue? I can't remember what the American show is. The dog that's called Blue the dog, or Peppa Pig. And then they look over and they just see some head getting spiked. But as I watched this movie, there was a scene where planes started falling out the skies, and I was just like, "This is hardcore, man. This is absolutely amazing." It was just like news reports of just like planes just having engine failure, multiple airline failures resulting in global tragedy. I was like, that is absolutely badass. That is a bold move. Because I remember the first time I thought about it was just after Final Destination had come out, the original one. I saw it in the cinema. Went to a friend's birthday party. And they said, oh yeah, we're going to the cinema to see Final Destination. I didn't know anything about it. And I remember I got there slightly late. The movie hadn't started yet, but I sort of sat in. And for those that haven't seen the original Final Destination, the opening scene is like the most horrific plane crash you've ever seen. And I was like, just with the surround sound speakers and that, it was pretty crazy. The uncut Cocaine Bear version. Okay, well, I don't know what that means. I've not seen Cocaine Bear, but yeah, I don't know if it had it. One might be cut, but we'll have to wait and see. We went to the, as I said, the Botanical Gardens in Birmingham, Alabama, and I was so happy in my element here. They had like a Japanese gardens area, and there's me. See, look, have I ever looked so happy? Bamboo all around, and as I always like to talk about, Shinrin Yoku, the Japanese word for forest bathing. That was exactly what we did there, and we saw some beautiful birds. There was a bird that I couldn't tell you what it was, that had a red head, and like it was red all over. But yeah, got some a cardinal. A cardinal is it called? I think so, Cardinal. Which, yeah, just like the wildlife has been beautiful. It's been really, really good. Is there a new Saw film out, friend? Yes, it comes out tomorrow, so it's technically out tonight. So depending on how I feel later, I mean, that could be a thing. But to be honest, I owe it to Amal. I need to go see Harry Potter because I don't think she's going to want to hang out with me again until I've done it. Guinness, that is like vitamin G in a way. Well, vitamin Guinness, love it. Karina, good to have you here. I'm catching up with the chat. Sorry, guys, it hasn't been scrolling with it. Karina, my wonderful mod, and huge thanks to all the other mods here. So the kindest chat on the internet. Can't stay. See you later. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for stopping by. Really, really appreciate it. Sorry, Myles, just attempting a play on words with uncut cocaine. Sorry, Callie, you're amazing. How did I not get that? Uncut cocaine there. That is genius. Can I just give you a round of applause for that, by the way? Because that was too good. Right. It'd be great if they released a Saw film that was actually just an hour-long documentary on carpentry. I'm sure they do. I'm sure there's people that have sort of tried to go into that window space. I mean, there is a lot of carpentry, to be fair, in Saw. Saw used to be like an annual event that I used to go to. I saw the first On Demand after it came out, and it blew my mind. And then when I was at university, we used to go to... It was the first time they had like 4K screens, like digital screens, and I just remember the Lionsgate's sort of studio symbol at the beginning. It just looked so great. I actually got in trouble. Here we go. I got in trouble on MySpace back in the day because I could do an impression of the Jigsaw Killer with the recordings of like, oh, I want to play a game. I can't do it now. But and so I did a MySpace account called Jigsaw. And I did a thing where people could request Jigsaw recordings and they put details of their friends. And there was ones like, you know, my friend's got a blue front door. So I'd record one saying like, when you're next out your blue front door and stuff. It was all a bit of fun. And the way you did it, because MySpace was the teachable moment in my youth of learning how to do HTML. You would do like in the message, you do HTML of a tape recorder, like play me. And then underneath it, you would embed the voice. And this was a time where you had to like upload it to websites. Like there was not like Spotify or just SoundCloud. You had to like get custom like upload spaces where you could only have so many downloads. But obviously it was made for particular people, so it only needed to be downloaded once or twice. And it got taken down because people reported it because it got too creepy. But that was the kind of geek I was. Lots of love for the chat. Love you all, love you all, love you all. Guinness is all right if you like light beer, which is, you know, it's interesting considering what it looks like. One of the great drinks I had, it was the first thing I ordered from DoorDash. I had this, which was their super green Caesar chicken, which was super tasty, uber nom. But then I was stuck between two milkshakes. So there was the Bahama Mama, which was the highest recommended on DoorDash, which is strawberries, pineapple, coconut, and white chocolate. And I have to say, I was very pleasantly surprised in the States that the white chocolate, because white chocolate is overpowering. Like, it is an incredibly sweet confectionery. But it was good. The balance was awesome. It tasted amazing. Amal had mentioned this one, which was the avocado. So avocado, pineapple, spinach, kale, coconut, and lime, which was really, really tasty. I was deciding what to get, and in the end, we got one of each, and we were very, very happy. I tell you what, though, they love their styrofoam cups here in the US, which is a bit disappointing, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's have a look here. Oh, and we went to I say American diner. We went to like a barbecue place. It was called Jim's. What was it called? Jim and Nick's. Okay. And I had, firstly, you got these like little mini cheese like muffins that were super tasty. I forgot in America, I finished my drink because I'm like, we're going to be going soon, I'll finish it. And what that actually means isn't, okay, we can now take that away from your table. It's, they come over with a cup and they fill it up. It's free refills. And I was like, oh God. But Jim and Nick's, I had, Amal had the fried catfish, which was super tasty with tartar sauce and hot sauce. It was really, really good. Every time I say it, I know she's probably smiling with my British accent, like tartar sauce. I had brisket, which I never get. And for those of you that know, I am a meat eater, but primarily my fridge and freezer is vegan stuff. It's only when I sort of go out and about that I'll try stuff. But I had brisket, and I had it with greens. I can't remember what they were called. What else did I have with it? Oh, mac and cheese. Mac and cheese was bomb. It was good. You're a fan. That's good. Nick says Guinness looks dark, and you said you're in Texas, right? I've had so many people messaging me, going, "Oh, come visit me." Like, honestly, I want to come back to America lots, but the reality is, if I come back again, it'll probably be to here. Guinness looks dark, but low above, but low ABV and very low calories, like a gross American light beer. Does that mean stuff like Bud Light? Is that a gross American light beer? I don't know. You thought you saw a picture of me with Amal. There was one I put in the chat, and they're on my Instagram stories. I'll be posting it on Instagram afterwards as well. Like, once I get home, I'll be doing a post about all my memories. We also were at the arcade. As I mentioned, she kicked my ass on everything. And actually, I was pretty good at this game. This was Ghost, but huge disappointment for me. You know, holding a weapon like that with my finger on the trigger shows that I have no fucking concept of gun safety. So, yeah, clearly a Brit. But it was good. It was good. And actually, a lot of practice with Crossfire Sierra Squad on PSVR 2 and Crisis Brigade VR 2. Those games definitely equipped me for this. I did pretty damn good on it. But Amal was excellent on all the arcade games. She destroyed me on air hockey. I kept going for like the sides to sort of come in at the side, and she would just keep stamping the thing down on it and just keep stopping it, like just no hesitation. She would take pot shots at me, like directly at me, and I just didn't stand a fucking chance. I actually started creeping up towards the end, but resistance was futile. I wasn't able to break through, and I now have to live with that. Joshua, barbecue is my favourite chicken with jalapeno jelly. Well, that does sound good. Chrome Colossus says, I love my gross American beer. That's a badass picture. It is. I learn from the best. Air hockey is the best. It is. I'm like that with meat, as in I never buy it myself, but I've become anemic, so I need red meat now. Oh yeah, you need to take good care of yourself for sure. I did pretty good at bowling, actually. I was quite nervous because the only bowling I've done lately is in VR. And for anyone that knows what VR's like, it doesn't really translate, because bowling thin air doesn't really translate to real life. But maybe not, because I did pretty good. We had three goes. I was getting a lot of strikes and half strikes. Out of 3, I got 323, which I think was pretty good. So I got over 100 each time. I was pretty happy with it, or on average over each time. But yeah, it was really, really good. You was at the bowling yesterday. Haven't been in ages. Yeah, it's an easy thing to go for in the States. And I know there's a lot of things around here still to do. There's like museums. There's driving tanks I've been told about. Escape rooms. Axe throwing. All kinds of sort like that. So lots and lots of good stuff. Now, everyone, I did have a quiz about Alabama. It is 10 questions. Okay, 10 questions with increasing difficulty. Are we ready to do this, chat? We're going to do it? I'll let you mark your own. I'll go through all the questions first, and then, we'll go through all the questions first, and then I'll go through the answers at the end. Amal, do you want to be a part of this Alabama quiz? Yeah, right. I need to work out how to do this, actually. Let me see if I can sense myself so you can't see the answers.
Okay, I'm gonna be out the way.
She's cheating. She'll cheat. I'll put this here. Great. All right. So let's see how... And by the way, the chat can help Amal out and everyone. Right, okay. So the first question is, and it's going to start easy and get increasingly difficult. There's 10 questions. It's all true and false.
Okay, I don't want to see the answers. That's the answers over there?
Yeah, this side of the phone, yeah. Do you remember computer games and shooters when you'd split screen and people used to put cardboard on their TV so you couldn't see the other person's screen? Did you ever see that?
Not
No,
really.
actually, no. It was a thing we did in the 90s. Okay, true or false? Alabama is known as the Yellow Hammer State.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true. It is true. Do you know what? We are just going to do the answers as we go through this. And you can play along, everyone. I mean, that was a very quick one. Wait.
I think, though, right? Are you going to tell me at the end?
No, it was true. It was true.
Okay.
Yeah, it was well done. Well done. Well done. Actually, do you know what? I need to just... let's have a look here. Oh, yeah, I need to do this. Well done. False, Iago said. You're wrong. You're right. Sorry, man. And there's going to be a bit of delay, I know. Everyone can play along. We're going to do this one. Actually, do you know what? We will just go through these and I'll go through the answers at the end. And everyone, you can write it down on your computer, on your phone, what have you. Right. Number 2. The capital of Alabama is Birmingham.
False.
False. I learned this. I thought when I landed here. It is false. You know, I keep saying we're going to do the answers here, and it's just going to be easier this way. It's Montgomery. How far is Montgomery from Birmingham?
Montgomery is like...
Sorry, Montgomery.
An hour,
Yeah.
I think, away. Something. I don't know.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Right, number 3.
An hour and some change.
An hour and some change. So American. Right, question 3. Alabama was the 22nd state to join the Union in the USA. I mean, this is a difficult one, I think. Like,
The 20 seconds
Yeah.
to join the Union?
yeah.
No? False? I don't know.
It's true.
Okay.
There we go. There we go. It is true. It was the 22nd state to join the Union. Right. Number 4. The state flower of Alabama is the rose.
That's false.
It is false. Do you know what it is?
I think it's something...
I don't actually know this plant.
Oh my gosh. I used to know it. It's...
I'll give you a clue if you need one.
Yeah, give me a clue.
C. It begins with C. That does not... I love that when you give a clue.
Okay. No, I don't remember, but I know it's not a rose.
It's called camellia.
Camellia. Okay.
Camellia?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Do they speak Brummie? I was telling Amal about that. I need to show her the guy that does all the linguistics of being a Brummie from Birmingham. From Birmingham. Okay, question 5. This is still medium. Huntsville, Alabama is known as the Rocket City because of its historical contributions to the US space program.
True.
It is true. Nick says, I've never even heard of that flower. Well, blame ChatGPT if it's false. If it's actually false. Cool. Yeah, it's true. Well done. Well done. Okay. Right. Question 6. This is now going to hard difficulty, and then we've got very hard. So for hard, right?
Okay.
The official state nut of Alabama is the peanut.
True. No?
It's not. It's not. Sorry. I thought,
We have a whole place that has the peanut festival. They have a big
Really?
peanut. It's in Dothan, Alabama.
That needs- that needs-
sure. That's shocking.
they need to shut that down.
Yeah.
That's blasphemous.
That's not true, I guess.
It's
Okay.
do you know? All right, Phil says I'm a Brummie.
State nut.
Yeah, the state nut.
Pecan.
Oh, you say pecan.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Was
that's
that it?
adorable. It is a pecan.
Okay, pecan.
But we say
sorry.
pecan nut.
Pecan.
Pecan. It sounds like a bird. Pecan. Peanut is probably Georgia.
My bad.
So, no, there you go. Right. I can't remember what one we're on now.
Why do we have the big peanut then?
I don't know. Miles can't do that accent. Sorry, yeah. I'm unwell, that's why. Right. Question 7. This is a hard question now. It's another hard one. Alabama's highest point is Chiaha Mountain.
I know where Chiaha is. Is it the highest? I guess.
Oh, actually,
maybe.
sorry. Alabama's highest point, Chiaha Mountain, is taller than 3,000 feet. I think this is a nasty question. Everyone's saying good job. Is it? Peanuts?
Peanut is a lagoon.
That is very true.
I'm going to say taller than 3,000? No? Maybe? No?
That is correct. It's just over 2,400 feet. I hate questions like that. So nasty. Nasty. Right. Question 8. Another hard question. Then we go on to 2 very hard ones. Has anyone been keeping score for me? I'm all smashing it.
I know I got peanut wrong.
Yeah. We will all never forget that. Never forget that. Okay. Mobile. I'd say you say mobile.
Mobile,
'Cause-
Alabama?
you say mobile. Is that what it is?
Well, the place is called Mobile.
Because you say mobile phones and we say
Mobile phone, yeah.
say mobile phone.
Yeah, but the place is Mobile.
Mobile.
Yeah.
Mobile, Alabama was the first city in the US to celebrate Mardi Gras.
That's true. It's the birthplace.
Is it?
The real
Yeah.
birthplace of Mardi Gras. Yep.
You got it. I'm barely playing, but I can't believe you know Amal. I know.
Hi, Chris in the Purple House. Okay.
You can't. I know. I can't believe I know her either. She can't believe she knows me. I don't know. Very hard, right? Question 9. The world's first electric trolley system was introduced in Montgomery, Alabama.
The world's first electric trolley system
Yeah.
was.
I don't know.
You know what? Yeah, sure. True, maybe. True.
I was going to go first. What's the trolley sound just like? I don't know.
Okay.
Good. Now sleep. Right, last question. You've done very, very well here.
Thank you.
Okay, last one. This is a very hard one. Okay. In Alabama, it is illegal to wear a fake mustache in church that causes laughter.
Oh, maybe. We have some weird laws. Like at one point, can I say a little bit of naughty words? Or
Yeah.
At one point, or in some places, it's illegal to like buy and sell sex toys, and so they sell them as novelty items, and you had to at one point, I don't know if you have to anymore, but you had to sign the receipt like, oh, I am not going to put this in my ass. So
Really?
I would say that's
to...
probably true. Something, we have weird laws like that.
Yeah, it was true. It says one of those quirky old laws.
Okay, nice.
We had one where you're only allowed to urinate in a police officer's hat if you're pregnant.
Oh.
Yeah, because you know they used to have those hard hats, those bobby hats. Yeah.
Okay.
So you'd urinate if you're pregnant.
I think I did a passing grade.
Oh no, you did well. Let's have a look here. So you got yellow hammer state, yeah.
Yeah.
Alabama's capital, yep, too. Alabama's the 22nd state. I think you said
No,
false.
I got that wrong.
Yeah. The state flower is the rose.
I got that right too.
You got that right, but yeah, we didn't know what it was. That's fine. 3, Huntsville, Alabama is known as Rocket City. You said, yeah, that was true. 4, the official state nut. You got that wrong.
I
yeah.
got this so wrong.
Alabama's highest point is taller than 3,000 feet. Yeah, you got that right. I think that's 5. Mobile, Alabama was the first city in US to celebrate Mardi Gras. You said the birthplace. Yeah, that's 6. The world's first electric trolley system was introduced in Montgomery. I think you said true for that, and you were right there. And in Alabama, it's illegal to wear a fake moustache. 7 out of 10. Really good. How did everyone else do in the chat? True or false? Is in Alabama she would swing a hammer. What?
I would swing a hammer. I don't know. Would I?
No. Go on, Nick. There's going to be a bit of delay. This is going to be such
In Alabama, she would swing a hammer.
You would swing a hammer.
I don't know.
I love this.
Cabbies are allowed.
Yeah.
Like cabbies are allowed to wee in public if they do it on the
left side. Rear wheel hubcap.
Okay.
There was also something about like taxis have to have like a bale of hay in the back because obviously they used to have
I think
horses.
in Florida you can't walk your alligator on a leash or something.
Wow.
Maybe. Don't quote me.
If you're preggo, you can piss on a rosa and say that you were trying to hit their hat. Yeah, I'm not sure that works. I think the idea is they can hold it out for you. But yeah, I'm really interested about this question, Nick. Oh, it was a Red Hot Chili Pepper lyric.
Oh, oopsie.
In Alabama, she would swing a hammer.
Oh,
yeah, probably. Yeah. Okay. Danny, California. Yeah. Cool. What has been some of the best British phrases you have learned? I was asked about American phrases. It's quite a hard one to do, but
Bob's your uncle.
I haven't even used that one. But yeah, there's a lot of classic Bob's your uncle. Do you know what it means?
Here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Like, and there you go. Yeah, Bob's your uncle.
Oh, geez. Now I'm on the spot. What do I like? British sayings?
Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything that I said that completely took you off guard and you were like, whoa? I mean, there was a few times, but I can't remember.
No, I can't think.
No.
Like, I can usually piece it together, I think.
Okay. Yeah, she's very good.
I think you had a harder time with some of mine. Like, if you're feeling froggy, then jump.
I love that saying. I love that saying.
If you're feeling froggy, then jump.
If you're feeling froggy, then jump.
Scottish, Amal.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Scottish? As their Scottish sayings are different than...
Oh, yeah. Scottish strong accent. Like, they'll say if something's small, it's wee. Like a little girl is a wee lass.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, those are some of the well-known ones.
I know that.
What else we got from Scotland?
I'm a bilingual bitch.
The world's first experimental electric tramway was built by Ukraine inventor.
Okay, you got me wrong. Okay, I got a 60. I got a D.
Oh, wow. Did that?
Whoops.
But no, wasn't it the first in America? Oh no.
Is that the question?
First electronic trolley system was introduced in Montgomery, Alabama. Okay, I'm willing to take that point back. You still passed. You Bonnie lass.
What's that mean,
Bam.
Bonnie lass?
Bonnie lass is again like just a girl, like you're a Bonnie.
I'm a girl.
Bonnie, you're a girl. Northerners say we as well. That's true. If you're up north, and the Irish they do. Rude name for someone, I believe. What was that for? I don't know. All right, everyone. Listen, we're going to wrap it up there just because I have to chill for a bit and get rested before PlayStation VR without parole. I want to say a huge thank you to Amal for joining us. Honestly, thanks for the most amazing time.
Thank you.
And where can they find you?
You can find me. My channel name is Amal ZD. I do ASMR videos. I'm Amal ZD everywhere except, I guess it's now X.
Oh, X. Yeah.
I'm D Shizniz.
Wow. Wow. Bold. So yeah, ASMR, which
thank you, Callie Time Cap.
Yeah,
very kind of you.
Callie's lovely. Massive movie fan as well. But yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't seen Harry Potter.
I was told. Yeah, no, I was just saying it for my shame. But we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. But as always, everyone, do hit the like button before you head out. Do join our Discord, Empathy Arcade. Link is in the description. I will put Amal's details in the description as well, although someone else can put it in the chat. Take good care of yourselves. I will be on PSVR without parole with Brian Paul in just over an hour's time. So take good care of yourselves. And as always, it's time to hear your thoughts as we finish the week.
Sorry.
No, it's good. Any final words?
Y'all have a wonderful night. Stay sexy, and I love you.
Amazing. Inspirational. Catch you later, everyone.
Bye.
Thought I saw you on the road. I was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded, painting goodbye, big sky. Far away, but dreaming of your ocean eyes. Thought I saw you on the road. I was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded, painting goodbye, big sky. Far away, but dreaming of your ocean eyes. Thought I saw you on the road. I was chasing sunsets all alone. The darkness faded, painting goodbye, big sky. Far away, but dreaming of your ocean eyes.
Post-credit scene. Pow, pow, pow. What have we got here, man? Oh, is it Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
9 3/4 in it. In it. In it. In it. Honestly, everyone, you've been so great. Oh my god. I'm not putting it up on screen, but that is impressive.
Dildo gaggins.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Anyone needs lots of love. Honestly, Amal was just saying in the credit bit of how lovely and positive you are, and you are, and I'm always proud to introduce my friends to you. So yeah, have a wonderful week, everyone. Be good to yourself, and I will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.